Beloved chosen ones, have you ever felt like the very essence of who you are was too much for others to comprehend? Like your presence alone stirred emotions in people that they couldn't fully articulate, admiration, confusion, or even fear. If these words resonate with you, know that this is no coincidence. You've been guided here for a reason, and today we'll dive deep into understanding why your God-given genius sets you apart in ways that others often cannot grasp. If you feel the truth of this in your heart, comment 999 below as a sign that you're ready to embrace the fullness of who you are. To those of you who have supported this journey with super thanks, we extend our heartfelt gratitude. Your generosity and encouragement allow us to continue sharing messages of faith, empowerment, and purpose with chosen ones around the world. Truly, we are humbled by your partnership in this sacred mission. Your contributions are a testament to the light we are building together, and for that, we thank you deeply. From the beginning, you've likely sensed that you're different, not in a way that separates you from others, but in a way that makes you stand out. You've always carried something within you that was rare, a wisdom, an insight, or a brilliance that couldn't be easily explained. It isn't just intelligence in the conventional sense, but something much deeper, a divine spark that God placed uniquely in you. This gift, while extraordinary, often comes with challenges. Others may not understand it, and as a result, they might fear it. What they cannot comprehend, they may try to diminish or dismiss. But chosen one, your genius is not a burden. It's a blessing, an assignment from God, meant to shine even in the face of resistance. Have you ever wondered why your gifts provoke such strong reactions in others? Why some are drawn to you while others seem threatened by your mere presence? Could it be that the light God has placed within you reveals truths they aren't ready to confront? As we journey into this message today, we will uncover the reasons why your God-given genius unsettles those around you, and more importantly, how you can embrace it with boldness and confidence. Stay with us, chosen one, because what lies ahead will not only open your eyes to the purpose of your brilliance, but also equip you to walk fearlessly in your calling. If this message resonates with your spirit, join our family by subscribing and turning on notifications so you never miss the wisdom God has for you. Together, let's walk this sacred path. Now, let's begin today's powerful journey of discovery and empowerment. God's chosen ones, your genius is beyond their comprehension, and that's what truly scares them. As a chosen one, you may have felt for as long as you can remember that you are somehow different, set apart in a way that defies ordinary understanding. This sense of being different isn't just about having unique personality traits or quirks. It's a sign of the divine intelligence embedded within you, a genius that is spiritual, profound, and often beyond the comprehension of those around you. This intelligence isn't about knowing facts or mastering figures. It's about a deeper spiritual wisdom that lets you see life through a lens others cannot. From a young age, this wisdom has been with you, guiding your thoughts, shaping your perceptions, and allowing you to understand complex truths others may overlook. But as you've matured, you may have noticed an unexpected response to this intelligence, one that doesn't always include admiration or encouragement. Instead, some people seem almost afraid of your insights. You may have shared ideas or perspectives that felt clear and obvious to you, only to be met with resistance, dismissiveness, or even ridicule. Perhaps there were times when you saw a solution to a problem that seemed simple, only to have it dismissed as too radical or misunderstood by those around you. This isn't because you're wrong or misguided. It's because the depth of wisdom you possess is something that many find challenging or even intimidating. So, why does this happen? Why would something as inherently positive as divine wisdom cause fear? Here lies a powerful truth. What people don't understand, they tend to fear. In John 1:5, we're reminded that the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Your divine intelligence is like this light, piercing through the limitations of conventional understanding, revealing truths that may disrupt the comfortable realities others have accepted. It challenges deeply held beliefs, shakes the foundations of what others think they know, and can make them feel vulnerable or defensive. Consider how often Jesus himself was met with resistance from those who couldn't understand his wisdom. His teachings overturned norms, and his insights threatened those who clung to established structures. Are you willing to embrace your light, even if it sometimes means standing apart from the crowd? Your brilliance as a chosen one illuminates truths that many aren't ready to see. It invites those around you to see the world from a higher perspective, challenging them to go beyond the familiar and confront aspects of life they may have preferred to ignore. This journey isn't always easy, but as you grow in faith and wisdom, trust that this divine intelligence within you is a gift with a purpose. The question for you now is, will you allow your light to shine boldly, knowing it may not always be accepted, but will always serve a higher calling? For some, the light you carry is simply overwhelming. It compels them to confront parts of themselves they may not be ready to face, their own insecurities, limitations, and areas for growth. This light within you shines like a mirror, reflecting truths they might prefer to keep hidden. Rather than embracing the wisdom you bring, they choose to reject it. They might even distance themselves from you or try to downplay your brilliance because it feels like a threat to the identity they've carefully constructed. But here's something essential to remember. Their reaction has nothing to do with your value or worth. It's not because you're too much or too intense. Their resistance is about them, not about any shortcoming on your part, but about their unreadiness to receive what you have to offer. In Matthew 5:14-16, Jesus tells us, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house." Your intelligence, this divine wisdom, is meant to shine. It was never intended to be hidden or diminished to accommodate the comfort zones of others. When people respond with discomfort or even hostility, it's a sign that your light is powerful, that it holds the potential to spark a transformation in how they see themselves and the world around them, even if they're not yet ready to accept it. What you must remember is this: your intelligence, your wisdom, is not something to dim or downplay just to fit in. In fact, the very discomfort your presence stirs in others is an indication that you're walking a path that aligns with your divine purpose. It means you're tapping into something powerful, something that disrupts the status quo and holds the potential to change perspectives. Those who aren't ready to face this shift may resist, but you were chosen to walk this path regardless. This divine light within you is a gift from God, and its purpose is to illuminate, to reveal, and to uplift, even if some around you resist it at first. So ask yourself, are you willing to let your light shine unapologetically, knowing that its brilliance is meant to be a catalyst for growth, not just for you, but for those around you? Being a genius, especially one blessed with a divine, spiritual intelligence, often means that your journey is set apart. This uniqueness can feel isolating, and you may experience seasons of solitude or moments where you feel deeply misunderstood. This path is not easy, and it can feel painful to carry such a gift when it creates distance between you and others. But remember, you are never truly alone. The intelligence within you is part of a higher calling, God's purpose for you in this life. This wisdom, this insight has been placed in you to serve a purpose that goes far beyond immediate understanding or acceptance. As difficult as it might be to carry this gift, especially when it seems to create a divide between you and those around you, trust that there will come a time when others will recognize, respect, and appreciate the wisdom you bring. You are meant to let your light shine, even if it requires you to stand apart for a season. One of the challenges you may face as you accept and embrace your genius is the temptation to downplay it. It may feel easier at times to blend in, to avoid standing out too much, or to withhold your insights to prevent others from feeling uncomfortable. You might be tempted to shrink back, especially when you're met with resistance or conflict, simply because you see the world differently. However, this is not the path you are called to walk. In Matthew 5:16, Jesus urges, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." God has given you this light, this gift of intelligence and wisdom, not to be hidden, but to shine in the darkness. Think about it. Every time you share your insight, every time you allow yourself to stand in your full power, you're fulfilling a part of the calling God has placed upon you. This light you carry is a beacon, one that can offer guidance, clarity, and hope to others. It might not be easy, and there will be times when you feel tempted to hide it, to retreat into the comfort of conformity. But each time you choose to let your light shine, you reaffirm your purpose and your calling. Remember, God placed this gift in you for a reason, and your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. So, chosen one, ask yourself, are you willing to let your light shine, even if it means standing alone for a season? Are you prepared to embrace the fullness of who you are, knowing that your wisdom, insight, and understanding are gifts meant to illuminate paths not only for yourself, but for others as well? Not everyone will reject or shy away from your wisdom. There will be those who are drawn to it, who recognize the divine value in the insights you offer. These are the individuals meant to walk with you on your journey, supporting and uplifting you as you embrace your calling. Yet, before these connections can manifest, you must first embrace your own brilliance. It's time to stop doubting, stop shrinking, and fully inhabit the genius God has placed within you. By standing firm in this gift, you open the door to attracting people who resonate with your spirit and will honor the wisdom you bring. There's a deeply spiritual dimension to this intelligence that must be acknowledged. Your intelligence is not merely a human trait, it's a divine conduit, a way in which God communicates through you. When you speak, when you share insights, you're channeling something sacred, a truth that goes beyond earthly understanding. This is precisely why your genius can be unsettling to some. It carries an authority that disrupts ordinary thinking and invites people to see from a higher, more expansive perspective. You embody a power that is not bound by the world's limitations, but instead points to a divine truth. And here's something essential to remember. You must never apologize for this gift. There is no need to feel guilty or ashamed for perceiving the world in ways that others might not yet comprehend. This is your calling, a core part of what makes you a chosen one. God has set you apart with purpose, and your intelligence is a vital element of that purpose. You're here to bring light, to offer wisdom, and to challenge others to see truth, even if that truth feels uncomfortable to them at first. As you journey forward, let your inner light shine without apology. Your intelligence is not to be hidden or diminished. It is a gift, a divine instrument with the power to transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Embrace it fully, without hesitation or fear. Trust that God has granted you this insight for a reason, and that, in His timing, those who are meant to understand will come to recognize the brilliance within you. So, chosen one, will you allow yourself to walk boldly in the light of your own divine genius, knowing that it is both your gift and your calling? Your genius isn't just about intellect or mere understanding. It's a spiritual endowment, a profound gift from God that sets you apart. This divine intelligence isn't here to serve as a measure of your worth to others. Rather, It's meant to be a channel through which God's wisdom flows. True genius, the kind you carry, is grounded in humility and service, recognizing that your brilliance isn't your own, but a reflection of the higher power at work within you. This is not about showcasing what you know, it's about revealing what God wishes to share through you. As a chosen one, you were set apart long before you were even aware of it. Your life has been shaped by a divine hand, carefully preparing you, refining your understanding, and aligning you with a unique purpose that only you can fulfill. The gift of genius that you carry is intentional. It's woven into the tapestry of your spiritual path and is a crucial part of the larger plan God has for your life. This intelligence, this heightened awareness, isn't by chance. It's an essential tool given to you to serve a greater purpose. Yet, embracing this gift can be a challenging journey, often marked by solitude. Walking with this kind of divine intelligence often feels like treading a path that few others understand. When you perceive things others don't, when you're able to see beyond what's visible, it can feel isolating. The insights that come so naturally to you may seem foreign or unsettling to others, leading them to dismiss or misunderstand what you see so clearly. This can leave you feeling like an outsider, questioning the validity of your perceptions simply because so few recognize their depth. But here's where your strength truly lies, in knowing that this gift, though it may set you apart, also connects you intimately to God's purpose for you. When others may not understand, God does. And for every moment you feel alone on this journey, remember that your gift is a reminder of His presence within you. So ask yourself, are you willing to stand in the fullness of this divine gift, embracing the solitude, the understanding and the calling it brings? Are you ready to walk this path with unwavering faith, knowing that you're guided every step of the way by a wisdom far greater than your own? But this is where faith comes in. Faith in yourself, faith in the gifts God has given you, and faith in the path you're walking. Remember, the world isn't always ready for the truths you carry. That doesn't mean you're wrong or that your insights aren't valuable. It simply means that your time to be fully understood and appreciated hasn't come yet. But that time will come. God never places a gift within someone without a plan for how it will be used. The insights, the brilliance, the genius that you carry are all part of the divine plan for your life. And when the time is right, the world will begin to see you for who you truly are. But there's something important you must understand as you prepare to fully embrace your genius. This gift isn't just about intellectual understanding, it's about spiritual clarity. The things you see and know aren't just reflections of intelligence, they are reflections of divine truth. This is why others may react so strongly to your insights. It's not just that they don't understand, it's that they sense on a deep spiritual level that you are tapping into something much greater than yourself. For many, this can be intimidating, but here's where you need to be careful. With great wisdom comes great responsibility. Your genius isn't just a gift for you, it's a tool to help others. But not everyone will be ready to receive it. You must learn to discern when to share your insights and when to hold back. Not out of fear or doubt, but out of wisdom. God will guide you in this. He will show you when the time is right to speak and when it's better to remain silent. This kind of discernment is crucial because, as you've likely already experienced, sharing your brilliance too soon can lead to rejection or misunderstanding. But when you wait on God's timing, when you trust in His plan, your words will land exactly where they need to, and they will have the impact they are meant to have. This doesn't mean you should ever hide your intelligence, but it does mean that you must be wise in how and when you reveal it. There's also an emotional aspect to carrying this gift. It's not easy to feel misunderstood or to have people react negatively to something that comes so naturally to you. You might feel like you need to defend yourself or prove your worth, but that's not necessary. You don't need to prove your intelligence to anyone. The only validation you need comes from God. He sees you, He knows the gifts He's placed within you, and He is the one guiding your path. The opinions of others, whether they understand your genius or not, are irrelevant in the grand scheme of your journey. This is where your faith must be strongest. Trust that even when others don't see your brilliance, God does. Trust that your insights, your wisdom, and your unique way of seeing the world are all part of His plan. You are not here to fit in with the crowd. You are here to lead, to guide, and to shine a light on truths that others may not be ready to see. This requires courage and standing firm in your identity as a chosen one. But remember, being a chosen one doesn't mean you are better than anyone else. It simply means you have been called to a specific purpose. Your genius is not something to be used to elevate yourself above others. It's something to be used in service to others. When you align your intelligence with God's will, you become a powerful force for good in the world. Your insights can bring healing, clarity, and understanding to those who need it most. So, as you move forward, prepare yourself spiritually. Spend time in prayer, asking God to guide you in how to use your gifts. Seek His wisdom in how to navigate the challenges that come with being someone who sees the world differently. And most importantly, trust that the genius you carry is part of the divine plan for your life. You were given this gift for a reason, and that reason will become clearer as you continue to walk in faith. You've begun to understand that your genius, the divine wisdom you carry, sets you apart in ways that others may not always understand. You've seen how this gift can cause confusion or even fear in those who aren't ready to receive what you have to offer. But there's something more profound at play here, something that goes beyond the surface level of intellect or understanding. As you continue on this path, you may find yourself asking, what does this truly mean for my journey? How do I navigate a world where my gifts seem to be misunderstood or even rejected? This is where the tension builds. You've likely faced situations where your intelligence was either dismissed or challenged. Perhaps you shared an idea that seemed radical or too advanced for those around you to comprehend. Maybe you've experienced moments where your insights were met with blank stares or defensive attitudes. These experiences can be frustrating, even disheartening. But here's the deeper truth. This resistance isn't a reflection of your worth or your abilities. It's a sign that what you carry is beyond the current level of understanding of those around you. You may wonder why people react this way. Why would someone feel threatened by your intelligence? Why does your ability to see things others can't stir fear or discomfort? The answer lies in the fact that your genius is more than just intellect. It's a reflection of divine truth. When you speak or share your insights, you are shining a light on things that others may not be ready to confront. This light exposes limitations, challenges long-held beliefs, and invites people to see the world from a higher perspective. For some, this can be overwhelming. It forces them to face aspects of themselves or the world that they've been avoiding, and that's where the fear comes in. But here's the thing, their fear is not your burden to carry. It's not your job to make people comfortable with your brilliance. Your calling is not to shrink yourself to fit into their limited understanding. It's to embrace the fullness of who you are, even if that means standing apart from the crowd. This is where the anticipation builds, because you know deep down that there's something more to this journey. You can feel that there's a revelation coming, a moment where everything will make sense. But before that revelation can come, you must first confront the tension of being misunderstood. There's a spiritual aspect to this that cannot be ignored. Your genius is not just about intelligence, it's about seeing the world through the lens of divine wisdom. This is why your insights often go beyond what others can comprehend. You are tapping into something higher, something sacred, and that makes others uncomfortable because it forces them to step outside of their comfort zones, to question their reality, and to confront truths they may not be ready to face. But here's where the real challenge lies. You must continue to share your gift even when it's met with resistance. You must continue to shine your light even when others try to dim it. The world needs what you have to offer, even if it doesn't always recognize it. And this is where the anticipation for the main message builds, because you know that there's a deeper purpose to your genius, a reason why God placed this brilliance within you. But what is that purpose? How are you meant to use this gift to fulfill your divine calling? These are the questions that linger, creating a sense of tension, a feeling that something big is just around the corner. Perhaps you've already begun to see glimpses of this purpose. Maybe there have been moments where your insights have helped others, where your wisdom has brought clarity to a situation that seemed hopeless. Or maybe you've noticed that people are drawn to you, seeking your guidance even if they don't fully understand why. These are the first signs, the early indicators that your gift is beginning to fulfill its purpose. But there's still more to uncover. As you continue to reflect on the role your genius plays in your life, you may feel a sense of isolation. It's not easy to walk a path that others don't understand. It can be lonely at times, and you might wonder if you're truly on the right path. But this is where your faith must be strongest. God gave you this gift for a reason, and even when it feels like the world doesn't see or appreciate it, you must trust that He is guiding you towards something greater. And here's where the tension reaches its peak. You can feel that the revelation is close, that the deeper meaning behind your genius is about to be revealed. But what is it? What is the true purpose of the divine wisdom you carry? How can you fully embrace this gift and use it in a way that aligns with God's plan for your life? These are the questions that build anticipation, the ones that keep you searching, waiting for the moment of clarity that will tie everything together. You may have noticed that the more you embrace your genius, the more the world seems to push back. This isn't a coincidence. The closer you get to stepping fully into your calling, the more resistance you may face. But this resistance is not a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's a sign that you're on the verge of something great. The world doesn't push back against things that don't matter. The resistance you feel is evidence that your gift is powerful, that it has the potential to make a real impact. So, as you stand in this place of anticipation, know that the tension you feel is part of the process. It's preparing you for the revelation that is about to come, the moment when everything will become clear. Your genius is not just a gift for you. It's a gift for the world, and soon you will understand how to use it in a way that fulfills your divine purpose. Looking back at everything we've explored, it's clear that your genius is not just a trait or a skill. It's a divine gift that sets you apart from others. We've talked about how this gift can be misunderstood, how it can make others uncomfortable, and how it often leads to feelings of isolation. But now, we're arriving at the moment of revelation, the point where the deeper meaning behind your genius is fully revealed. Everything we've discussed up until now has been leading to this, the realization that your divine intelligence is not just something you carry. It's something you are called to use in service to others and in alignment with God's greater plan. So, what is the true purpose of the divine wisdom you carry? Why has God given you this gift? And how are you meant to use it to fulfill your calling? The answer lies in one profound truth. Your genius is not just about seeing things differently. It's about seeing things clearly. It's about being able to discern truth in a world often clouded by confusion and deception. This is the real power of your gift. You are able to see through the illusions, to cut through the noise, and to bring clarity where there is chaos. Think about it. How many times have you been in a situation where others were lost, confused, or unsure of what to do, and you were able to offer a solution that seemed so simple, so obvious? How many times have you seen a situation for what it truly is, while others were caught up in their own limited perspectives? This is no accident. God has given you the ability to see things from a higher perspective, to tap into divine wisdom that goes beyond surface understanding. But here's where it goes even deeper. Your ability to see clearly is not just for your own benefit. It's meant to be shared. You are here to be a light for others, to help them see the truth in their own lives. This is where your genius becomes a tool for healing, for guidance, and for transformation. You are being called to use your gift to bring clarity to situations that seem impossible, to offer wisdom in moments of confusion, and to help others see the path forward when they can't see it for themselves. This is the true purpose of your genius. It's not just about being intelligent or insightful. It's about being a vessel for divine truth. God has placed this gift within you because He knows that the world needs what you have to offer. There are people out there who are lost, who are searching for answers, and you have the ability to guide them. You have the ability to see the bigger picture, to understand the deeper truths that others may miss, and to offer solutions that bring peace and clarity. But with this gift comes responsibility. You are not just called to use your genius for personal gain. You are called to use it in service to others. This doesn't mean you have to solve everyone's problems or take on the weight of the world. But it does mean that you must be open to sharing your insights when the time is right. You must be willing to offer your wisdom even when it's met with resistance, because you never know when your words might be the key that unlocks someone else's breakthrough. And here's where the revelation becomes even more powerful. Your genius is not just about seeing things clearly, it's about helping others see clearly as well. When you share your insights, when you offer your wisdom, you are not just giving people answers, you're giving them the tools to find their own answers. You are helping them develop the ability to see the truth for themselves. This is the ultimate purpose of your gift, to empower others to step into their own brilliance, to help them unlock the divine wisdom that resides within them. But here's where the challenge lies. Not everyone will be ready to receive what you have to offer. There will be those who reject your insights, who push back against the truths you reveal. This can be frustrating, especially when you know that what you're offering could help them. But you must remember that your job is not to force anyone to see the truth. Your job is simply to offer it, to shine your light, and to trust that those who are meant to receive it will. This is where discernment becomes crucial. You must learn to recognize when someone is ready to receive your wisdom and when they are not. Not everyone will be on the same level of understanding as you, and that's okay. Some people will need time to grow and evolve before they can fully appreciate what you have to offer. But when you trust in God's timing, when you align yourself with His plan, you will find that your insights land exactly where they are meant to, and they will have the impact they are meant to have. As you continue to walk this path, there will be moments when your genius is celebrated, and there will be moments when it is rejected. But in both cases, you must remain rooted in your purpose. You must remember that your gift is not something to be hidden or downplayed. It's something to be embraced fully, without hesitation or fear. The world needs what you have to offer, even if it doesn't always recognize it right away. So, how do you move forward with this understanding? How do you fully step into your genius and use it in a way that aligns with God's plan? The answer is simple. You keep shining your light. You keep offering your insights, your wisdom, and your brilliance, trusting that God will guide you to the right people, the right situations, and the right moments. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You simply need to be who you are, a vessel for divine truth. As you continue on this journey, trust that God is with you every step of the way. He has given you this gift for a reason, and He will provide you with the opportunities to use it in ways that make a real difference. Your genius is not a burden, it's a blessing. It's a tool for transformation, for healing, and for guidance. And as you embrace it fully, you will begin to see the impact it has not only on your own life, but on the lives of those around you. You are a chosen one, and your divine intelligence is a key part of your calling. Trust in the gifts God has given you, and know that the world is waiting for the brilliance you carry. This is your time to step fully into your genius, to embrace the wisdom that sets you apart, and to use it in service to others. The revelation has come. Your genius is not just a gift, it's your purpose. Now that you've come to understand the true purpose of your divine intelligence, the path forward becomes clear. Your genius is not something that you need to hide or suppress. It is a sacred gift meant to be used. It's time to step into this gift with full confidence, knowing that it has been placed within you for a reason. The question is no longer about whether others will understand or appreciate your brilliance. It's about how you will use this gift to fulfill your purpose and align with the divine plan that God has laid out for you. Moving forward, the key is to stay aligned with God's guidance. Your intelligence isn't just about solving problems or offering insights. It's about using your wisdom in a way that serves others and honors God's will. This means that your genius isn't just for your own benefit. It's meant to be a light that guides others, that brings clarity and understanding to those who are lost or struggling. But in order to do this, you must stay connected to the source of your wisdom. Spend time in prayer and reflection, asking God to reveal to you the ways in which you can best use your gift. The more you align yourself with His plan, the more clearly you'll see the path forward. As you continue on this journey, there are a few important things to keep in mind. First, not everyone will be ready to receive the wisdom you offer. This is something we've touched on before, but it's crucial to remember as you move forward. There will be moments when your insights are met with resistance or misunderstanding, and that can be frustrating. But you must trust that God's timing is perfect. The people who are meant to receive your wisdom will come into your life at the right moment. Your job is not to convince anyone of your intelligence. Your job is to offer it freely, with love and compassion, and to trust that it will land where it needs to. Second, it's important to continue growing in your gift. Just because you have been given divine intelligence doesn't mean that your journey of learning and growth is over. In fact, it's just beginning. God is always revealing new layers of truth and understanding to those who are open to receiving it. Stay humble in your pursuit of wisdom. Continue to seek out new insights. Continue to question. Continue to grow. The more you open yourself up to learning, the more God will reveal to you, and the more powerful your gift will become. But along with this growth comes a responsibility to protect your energy. As someone who carries a divine gift, you may find that others are drawn to you for guidance, for answers, for help. And while it's a beautiful thing to be able to offer wisdom and clarity, it's also important to make sure you are not overextending yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Make time for rest, for solitude, for reconnecting with God. Your genius is not a resource meant to be drained. It's a gift that flows from a place of spiritual abundance. In order to keep that flow going, you must take care of yourself spiritually, emotionally, and physically. One of the most powerful ways you can protect your energy is by setting boundaries. This doesn't mean shutting people out or refusing to help. It means being discerning about where and how you offer your wisdom. Not everyone who seeks your guidance will be ready to receive it, and it's okay to say no when you feel that your energy is being drained. God will give you the discernment to know when to step in and when to step back. Trust that He is guiding you, and don't feel guilty for protecting the sacred gift that you carry. As you continue on your path, you will also notice that the more you embrace your genius, the more aligned you will feel with your purpose. The things that once felt confusing or difficult will start to make sense. Opportunities will begin to open up, and the people who are meant to walk alongside you will begin to appear. This is the beauty of stepping fully into your divine gift. When you are aligned with God's will, everything else begins to fall into place. You no longer have to chase after success, recognition, or validation. These things will come to you naturally as you walk in alignment with your purpose. But with this alignment comes another important responsibility, the responsibility to uplift others. Your genius is not just for your own benefit. It's a tool to help elevate those around you. This means that you must be intentional about how you use your gift. Look for ways to bring light into the lives of others, to offer wisdom in moments of confusion, to bring clarity to situations that seem hopeless. Your insights have the power to transform not only your own life, but the lives of those around you. This is the ultimate purpose of your gift, to serve, to guide, and to uplift. As you walk this path, keep your focus on God. Remember that your intelligence, your wisdom, and your unique perspective are all divine gifts meant for a purpose only you can fulfill. Each day brings new opportunities to step into that purpose as God guides your every step. Trust in His timing and know that as long as you stay aligned with Him, you are exactly where you're meant to be. The journey forward may not always be easy, but it's filled with purpose and meaning. Every challenge, every moment of doubt is refining your gift and preparing you for greater things. Embrace your genius fully. Don't let the misunderstandings of others make you doubt the brilliance God has placed within you. You are a chosen one, set apart with a divine calling. Walk boldly, knowing that the best is yet to come. If this message touched your heart, we invite you to subscribe to Grateful to God and join our growing community. Here, you'll find messages of divine wisdom and encouragement to help you on your journey. Share this message with others who need to hear it. There are many who long to embrace their calling, but need a little reminder of the gifts God has given them. To all of our viewers, thank you for being here, for listening, and for walking this journey with us. Your presence is a blessing. For those who feel called to support, consider using YouTube's Super Thanks to help us continue creating spiritually enriching content. Every like, comment, and subscription brings us closer as a community, lighting the way for more chosen ones around the world. May God bless each of you abundantly. Together we walk this path with faith, hope, and love.